welcome along and welcome back to Attingham Park. Today we are going to be starting on the seeding for next year. We want to get the winter wheat planted, so we're going to take our Massey Ferguson seeder here and take that down to the field, get it loaded up with a whole load of seeds and get that done. So connect that up there, that up there. Perfect. Right, that should be okay. We'll need to get our front loader down to the field as well to load things up. We have everything to wash from last time from our harvest, and we also need to get all of these bales off of field 12A because that field needs mulching along with I think that's our last field that actually needs mulching is 12A. So that's pretty good. We're looking to be in a fairly stable position here. So let's get this down to here and down to where all of our seeds and fertilizer are. We should be able to get both seeds and fertilizer onto here. In fact, that was trying to unfold itself there. Now, first thing we want to do is disconnect, or actually we want to lower this. So select the right one, lower that down, like so. And I found out this is, not that one, disconnect that one. And I found out this is the really weird way that this works. You have to come down this end then and attach this to here, and once you've done that, you should be able to fold up this. So now we want to fold it, which is what it does on this attached joint, and lower it down like that. Then disconnect that, pull that back up, and then we'll disconnect this and leave it just out of the way here. It's quite involved, this seeder. I mean, it's great. It doesn't always work so well with manual attach. And I've just noticed that although we've folded all of that down, we need to just back this up to here. Lower that. Reconnect it because we don't have the tow bar folded down. Now that folds down. No, not with that. With one of these. Wait, oh, there we go. Fold that down. There we are. Yeah, it can be a little bit weird. Disconnect the right bit. Yeah, there we are. And get this out of the way. Now that I've got my connector out of the way, we should be able to hook this up. So bring it in here. Now this does have an odd issue where we can connect this up like this, but there's no way of disconnecting this. So that's something I'll have to sort out later. Not a huge problem because we're going to do a lot of this field. But I want to get this open. There we go. Right, let's head back up to the farm, grab some seeds and grab some fertilizer. Now, when I said grab some seeds and grab some fertilizer, what I meant was we need to grab the zebra so that we can refill with seeds and fertilizer. Because as you saw just then when we were running back, we have seeds and fertilizer down at this field already. One interesting thing I've got is, obviously I want to use this little tractor to collect all the bales. I also want to use the trailer we've got here to collect the bales as well. So I'm going to have to unload all of this if we're going to get that done. Let's get this in here then and grab our first thing of fertilizer. Bring it around here and get it filled. I'm going to pop out here and do that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, a little bit higher or a little bit. There we go. Into the right place. And then, yeah, are we going to use all of this here? We might end up using all of this here. Quite a lot of stuff. Onto the second bag. Wow, how much is this going to take? Let's get this all filled up, and then we'll see how much we've got. In fact, we've got half-half on this trailer, so that should be okay. We only need enough to get the wheat in between now and the end of the year. We're going to plant the canola at the beginning of the new year. In fact, that has used... that's filled everything up. And, yeah, we'll probably end up taking most of this trailer back, I think, to back up to the farm. But until we see how far this goes, I can't really tell. And to be honest, I want to get the rest of the stuff we've got back up at the farm sorted first. And that has got all of the seed filled as well. This weight on the back of here is perfect. This makes all the difference with these bags and this tractor, because we can't put any wheel weights on this, so that causes me a little bit of a problem. Right. Oh wow, we need to go fairly heavy on our application rate. Let's see. F1, bring this all up. So not avail for OSR. We don't want oilseed radish in here. We want wheat. Seed rate. Deactivate the automatic seed rate. We want a heavy seed rate on here. So change seed rate is shift and J. There we go. And then application rate, we don't want. We want to have a look at that. Can't see. There we go. Wow, this is quite high. Yeah, so both of these are quite high numbers for on here. Let's close the back up here. It's going to be a heavy usage. Right, into here, into here. Create job, field work for course play. Open generator. Actually, no. Close generator. We need to select fields. So target position. Ideally, I actually want it to end in that corner. Field position, this corner. And open close generator. Number of headlands 2. Start work on the center. And clockwise sharp. Yes. Right. Generate me a fieldwork course. And that is not the course I want. Let's go for setting. That's why we don't want. We want longest edge. Generate. And there we go. That's got it. So out of here. And our start point should be not too far from us. We turn that on. Wow, it's looking to stop in this corner, which I suppose isn't the end of the world, but yeah, I'd kind of wish it hadn't. First waypoint, set this to, and then bring it here. We are on wheat, so away we go. And that is off. And yeah, direct seeding with a perfect level of nitrogen. But that is going to get through that nitrogen fast. So while that's doing that, we want to put all of this equipment away. First, though, it's going to need a wash. Look at the state of this combine and this trailer and this tractor. Yeah, all of them need sorting. So we should be able to fairly easily do that. We want to put the 7810. That wants to go on our bale trailer when we're stacking. We want to get the mulcher back out there, but that probably won't be today. And yeah, the trailer can go away, and it's just we've got so much to do to sort everything out. That's cleaned our combine down. Trailer next. So that will be fine. We'll probably park this in this shed, to be honest. Right. That is almost done. Yeah, can see the mud coming off it. onto our 7810. We're reaching the extent of our hose here. But that is looking almost tidy and almost clean. It's a bit difficult to tell because some of where the wear is still looks dirty. But I think that's okay. Just the county and the mulcher to go. We are going to be using both of these again soon. But it's good to clean them because it does reduce our wear while we're using them. And that is the mulcher done. Right, and those are all looking pretty good. Yep, happy with all of that. So drop that off. Let's get our mulcher and the county out the way. And then we can get the other two parked up and done. And we can start going down there. And I think we might switch trailers on what we've got down there. I've put away everything else and just popped out to field 12A to grab our header trailer here so that we can put the combine away. Let's take this round this way. I'm trying not to drive over all these grass areas. I'm looking to redefine this yard a bit better, I think. Whether we'll keep this grass patch here or whether we'll rework things a little bit, I think, will be an interesting choice. There we go. Right, let's jump into this and then see if we can't position our trailer well for it. Bring it in and drop out. Disconnect that. Drop it off. And there we are. Right, this wants to head into the shed. And then we've got to find somewhere to put the header trailer. That'll probably, to be honest, go into... you know what? I'm going to put the combine in this shed here this year. And, yeah, out of the way and not something that will worry us. It was a thought to put the... bales in there, but we don't need to put the bales in there. We can just put all of this into that shed there. It's out of the way and we don't have to worry about it. We'll back up our header trailer and plonk that in here next to the combine. Get all nicely out of the way like that, and detach all of that. And then I'm going to head out to the field. Oh, actually, what I want to do is head out to the field with this new trailer we bought. So we bought this little blue New Holland trailer. I'm hoping that's going to attach to this and work how I need it to. If not, I do have an alternative trailer we can use to take this stuff. It might or it might not work. It's going to be interesting to see how things go. Looks like we can adjust our fertilizer rate here a little bit. So I'm just going to bring... Will that let me do it? Or have I got to stop my... I have got to actually stop my hired worker to do it. So we'll let it turn around. And then we're going to stop it and get that sorted. Right, there we go. He's started on the next row. So we'll stop that. We'll reverse this up. We'll set this to nearest waypoint. And then I'm going to... Or actually, we'll pull forward slightly. We don't want to be doing this much. We only want really to be doing 125 by the looks of things. Right there. And away you go. Because we do have a decent amount across most of this field by the looks. If we have a look here, we can see, yeah, we don't need 200 across this whole field. Or 180. 160 should be enough for our wheat, and we won't overuse. Our environmental score overall is up to 80, which is fantastic. That is going to score us so well. But yeah, we need to make sure that we are running at 160 That is the target, and while it's a little bit low at the moment, in fact, yeah, I think I've taken this too low. Let's stop that. I'm just going to take it up slightly to that. That should do us fine for the rest of our field. And yeah, it's evening things out and not making it too bad for what we're trying to do. So I've taken the 6 bags off the other trailer and put them onto this small trailer. We should be able to leave these down here as a result. And these will be the last ones we use. If we need to, then these can all be taken back to the main farm. And then the larger trailer, we can take that back up to the farm and get that filled with bales next, which is what I want to do. Yeah, clear this out of the way, get this filled with bales, and get those bales back up to the farm. That way we can get mulching on field 12A and get things moving forwards. If we can get ourselves in a position where we can move straight from late autumn into the new year, other than probably just selling off the crops when they hit the best price, that'd be great. I'd be very, very happy with that. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming to do, to be set up as much as we can prior to winter, so that we can then go and make a load of money over winter, sell the crops that we need to sell at best price, and then come back in the new year, hit the ground running with planting the canola early on, and then the sorghum later on. Should be really good for us. Should work out and pace ourselves and spread things out quite well, and get us moving a little bit faster. At the moment, I'm going to leave the bag loader here, because we're not going to need that up at the farm. And I'm going to get both of these tractors back to our farmyard, so that actually we're going to park the 7810 at the side of the field, and then we can go back up to the farm, grab ourselves the bale spike, and get all of field 12A cleared off, and be better off, because we can move things forwards. Now that we have the bale spike, it's back onto the field and collecting up bales. Our 7810 is already in position, and yeah, fantastic. That means that we should get, well, I don't know if we'll get all of these bales on this trailer. We're going to try and get as many as we can, though. And we're actually would be able to sell these. We aren't using bales at such a large rate that we would get away with, or that we would overly need these. It's a difficult question. I'm very tempted to sell them and get some extra cash in. Cash, hugely something we need on here. Although, maybe not, because, of course, we have got such a huge harvest of sorghum this year that did so massively well. We've got a big harvest of other stuff as well that's done well. So yeah, I don't know if we actually would need to sell these. We might be able to hold on to them and use them later on. 4 bales on, and our seeder needs to be refilled. I think rather than switching this around all the time, it might be time to get our little tractor out. My biggest problem, actually, is that we don't have a weight for it. Yeah, we'll have to go and take this tractor. So we'll leave this over by a nearby bale over here and go and refill the seeder. We are about a third of the way through the field, so it's going to need refilling on a fairly regular basis, I think, to keep it moving. So what it's out of is seed. We will grab the seed. It's going to run out of fertilizer not too long after it runs out of, not too long after we've refilled this. So either way, it's a little bit low on both. We should be able to come in here though and sort this. So over to here. It's not running anymore. So open that up. And once that opens, spin us around. Lift it up and in goes the seed. There we are. All refilled. Back it off. Close that up. And yeah, you can see in here we are low on fertilizer. You can also see the lighter green that we're doing the rest of this field at. So let's go. It's spot on at 135 kilograms of nitrogen per acre. And so yeah, that's pretty perfect. And as it turns around at this end, I've just stopped it quickly so that we can fill up the fertilizer as well. And that'll then keep it running for a while and we don't have to run back down here quite so soon to get it refilled again. So close that up. And how are we looking? 86%, 95%. Yeah, that will do nicely. And away you go. And we can get back to stacking bales. Heading a little bit further out into the field, I thought it was a wise idea to get them too high. And seems to be working fairly well. We've got 6 more bales on here pretty quickly. I do want to straighten that up a little bit. We want these even on the back here. We'll get slightly more bales on, putting 2 on the back here. So that should work out pretty well for us. Just going to nudge those on. Right, and we'll strap those down. And I can still go and grab 2 apiece and stack them on here. I don't want to go any higher than 3, I don't think. So we should get 8, 9, 10, 11 more bales on here. And we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Okay, we might get all 13 bales we have left on this field, on this trailer then. We will see how we do. Be good to get them all on here and get them all off in one go. Yeah, we'll see what happens. One thing to remember when stacking bales is it's always wise to leave yourself with an open end. That way you're not trying to slot the bales into an exact space. So this is why I put these second stacks in the middle. That way there's an open end towards the front of the tractor on this second row. That means that we won't have a huge amount of problem. Or shouldn't have a huge amount of problem if I come in nice and straight on the bales. Let's try that again. Come in. Yeah, there we go. Much better. That then slots in there. And it doesn't matter if it's there's a little bit of a gap or anything, because we can overlap a little bit at the front. What I do want to do is make sure that we're absolutely side by side on there. And then we'll restrap these, because that is now 3 high. Perfect. Right, we need 4 more bales. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that, yeah, is going to leave us with having to stick 2 bales right on the top. That is if this tractor can reach. If not, what we'll do is we'll just transport them back to the farm on the front of this tractor. And yeah, that will make things fairly easy for us. It looks like our seeder might take more than today to get the job done, which isn't isn't a problem. We need it done by the end of the month. And ideally, we need to be able to roll the field by the end of the month as well. Give us that little bit of boost in yield. But at the moment, I think that's about 2/3 of the way through the field. It's got a little bit of a way to go before that's finished. As long as I can get my roller on there, next time I'll be pretty happy. We'll probably set the 7810 doing that. We should be able to get this field mulched next time as well. And yeah, that all around is good news. There we are. Aim for next year is before we, probably before we mulch, we want to get these fields covered with some slurry. That will reduce the amount of money we have to spend on the on fertilizer in general, because we're spending quite a packet on fertilizer at the moment, and should also mean that we are better off from just a general usage point of view as well. I don't think you get a better environmental score for doing that, but certainly it would help. Let's get this up. Now, I can't remember if I'm planning to use a weeder on here or a sprayer, a spot sprayer. I think we were talking about using a weeder, simply because spot sprayers maybe a little bit modern technology. Although people were saying in chat, or in the comments, sorry, that spot sprayers were around in the 90s, where a lot of our tractors are from. So yeah, maybe it's actually fine. Maybe it's all right. What I could do, looking at this, is we could, can we reach? Yeah, we could put over the wheels here a 2-stack. I wonder if that will actually hold. That would be good if that did, because that will mean we will get all of the bales on this trailer. Well, that seems to be working. We'll get these two on the other side. It really does dwarf this 7810. We can get this over here. It should sit in rather nicely there, like so. Yep, there we are. So we do have one there. And strap those on. Just one bale to go. And so this will go on the back here. Get ourselves nice and straight on. The only issue with this zebra is it's quite hard. Let's lean forward a little bit. Quite hard to see exactly where you are with the front loader. Especially if you're doing things up high like that. But I'm happy enough with that. So that should hold for us. I'm going to go and drop our spike off back at the farm. And then we'll get the 7810 back with this trailer. And probably park it undercover for now, while we decide on whether we're going to keep these bales or sell them on. So drop the zebra back down with the seed, so that is now available there to refill that, which is kind of where I'd expect it to be most of the time anyway. And the 7810 is having no issue at all with this bale trailer, even filled as high as it is. And my big worry next then is, will this fit under this shed? It should do. If not, we can always put it in with the combine. So let's bring this round here like so. And reverse it up into this shed. Do like this. This is... there we go. Yeah, this Johnson trailer is fantastic. And we'll sit here with these for now. As I said, let us know in the comments. Do you think we should just sell these, or do you think we should hold on to them and use them for our pigs? We're not getting through straw very fast with our pigs at all. That's yeah, not an issue at the moment. Where is what I want in here? There we are. So we are going to line these up next. And I'm going to leave this tractor here for the evening. Because getting this roller out and getting fields rollered is going to be the next thing we want to do on field 12B once this has finished seeding. And in fact, oh wow, we still have a decent amount of wheat left. We have a decent amount of seed left. We are pretty much spot on for our amount of fertilizer we're using and our amount of seeds. It is silty clay, so it's heavy usage on both. But I think this is pretty good. It's dropping a couple of little bits in a couple of places, but otherwise that's pretty good. That's working well. We haven't quite made it around the field without having to refill our seeds. We've got seeds. We've got a little bit of fertilizer left. But yeah, seeds definitely need refilling. We head over here. You can see in here we've got 8% left of fertilizer, but nothing left of seeds. We might have enough fertilizer to make it around the rest of the field, but seeds definitely not. So let's refill this. This will take almost all of this bag, and we've got 3 bags of seeds now that are almost all of to deal with. So back that out. Right. And let's just have a quick look here at our lines. Yeah, this is going to go the rest of the way down here. Back it up, and away we go. And this will be seeded today now, which is great. Nitrogen is all perfect, so I'm quite happy with that. And pH value is good. It is only minorly shy of where we want it to be. 7:30 at night, and we're coming around the final bit of headland on here. And we're looking good. We have had to refill the fertilizer one more time, but it's all good. We've got that trailer full down here, actually, of those 3 bags of fertilizer and that single bag of... 3 bags of fertilizer and 3 bags of seeds. We'll stop that there. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. Plenty of that to go. We got 2 fairly low bags here, I think. That big bag has 140 litres. That has 140 litres. I think we've got 1 more big bag over here with 140 litres. Yeah, so we'll get those loaded into the seeder. But yep, we're looking pretty good going into the next day. We'll get this field rolled. Next time, we'll get 12A mulched, and we'll get field 3 planted with the wheat. So we are looking to be back on track here on Attingham Park, which is great news. So I can't think of a better place to leave it. So for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.